Welcome to 5 on Friday. I'm Nathan Haynes, Chair of Paramedics Australasia in WA. In Season 1, we presented a brief overview to paramedic registration, which included the importance of implementing registration not only for the protection of the paramedic title, but also patient safety. Essentially, the paramedic registration process is due to launch live in September 2018 and is still under construction over the next 15 months. In today's episode, I'd like to go over 3 core bodies that will be helping registration over the next 15 months. These 3 core bodies include the National Registration and Accreditation Scheme, NRAS, the Paramedicine Board, and AHPRA, the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. So let's look at number 1, the National Registration and Accreditation Scheme, the NRAS. This is a national scheme for all registered health practitioners, including soon-to-be paramedics once registered. It will ensure that paramedics are registered against consistent, high-quality national professional standards, whilst being able to practice in all states and territories without having to re-register. The NRAS is administered by AHPRA, who we'll have a look at in just a moment. The main objectives of the NRAS is to maintain public safety by ensuring practicing paramedics are suitably trained and qualified, facilitate workforce mobility, facilitate provision of high-quality education and training for paramedics, and facilitate assessment for overseas trained paramedics. It achieves these objectives by providing independent protection to the paramedic title, a register for practitioners, so the paramedic, establishing registration standards, investigation of complaints, and accreditation of courses. So now let's look at number 2, AHPRA, the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. They are the main authority responsible for administering the NRAS scheme. AHPRA are required to establish procedures for developing registration standards, accreditation standards, codes and guidelines that are developed in accordance with good regulatory practice. Common registration standards with other registered health professionals at the moment include criminal history, English language skills, recency of practice, continuing professional development, and professional indemnity insurance. They also provide direct support to the national boards that include the nursing, medicine, dentistry, Chinese medicine, and soon to be the Paramedicine Board of Australia. So essentially, when applying or renewing for your paramedic registration, this will be done directly through AHPRA. This will be your first point of contact for any inquiries about registration when it goes live in September 2018. Lastly, number 3 is the board. Currently, there are 14 nationally registered boards, and soon to be 15 will be the Paramedicine Board of Australia. The main objective of the Paramedicine Board will be to set registration requirements and standards that paramedics must meet in order to maintain registration and also protect the public. The Paramedicine Board will also oversee the registration process, assessment, and investigation of complaints. Once you register as a paramedic, you must continue to meet these standards each year in order to renew your paramedic registration. So to make sense of these 3 core bodies we have gone over, the NRAS scheme are administered by AHPRA. AHPRA established the registration standards that a paramedic must meet when applying to become registered, and the Paramedicine Board develop registration standards that protect the title and also protect the public. For any further information on paramedic registration, please visit the Paramedic Australasia website at paramedicsaustralasia.org, or feel free to call the registration hotline, which you'll see at the end of this video. Until next time, I'm Nathan Haynes. Thanks for watching.